Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, guys.
It tastes good?
Very good. Hi, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. We're here chilling. Lady D chilling. Me and my niece, Jay.
Hi guys.
Guys, remember to like, comment, and
Share.
subscribe.
Share.
Yes. My channel. Come on, guys, share it with your friends. Tell somebody about it. I need more subscribers, guys. So today we're just at home chilling, you know. It's Mother's Day. And it's one of my favorite days to celebrate. I enjoy being a mother. Anybody that knows me know that. So we're here kicking back and relaxing. So Jay's just gonna ask me some random question about being a mom, and I'm gonna do my best to answer them. I'm eating some cookie and cream ice cream.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. My first child is Kasim, and he's 27. My second child is Kasia, and she's 22.
What else do I answer? What most you enjoy about what most you enjoy about motherhood?
Watching your kids grow, and you know, growing from different stages before your eyes, and you can get to experience things with them, you know, so it makes you excited as a mother. You know, in parenting you have good and you have bad times, but you know, you just have to pray and cover them always, for guidance and all of that. Teach them the right way too, to be upstanding citizen of Jamaica.
Would you say you have like properly fulfilled your role as a parent, like as a mother?
Maybe I wish I'd choose different fathers. Especially for my son. Because you know, sometimes things from generation before come down and you know, when you're young you're not thinking about those things because you don't even know about this generational thing. And then now when you reach to an age and your kids get big and you start to see the same thing play out again before you're like, oh my God, I should have made different choices. But God knew me before I knew myself, so He said that He will how the saying go? He never give more than what you can bear. So anything when me I go through, God know me can bear it.
This is not a question, but I just want to come with you because you really are a good mother. You know, you play a second role. This is what my 5th year living with you, and you really just play that mother role for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's so nice. So she's my niece and it's my sister's daughter. And my sister went away, and you know, I decided she asked me to take them, and it was her and her brother. They came to live with me, and you know, that's a whole new role because I have 2, and for about 9 years my son was living away, and my daughter was living with her father for a while, so I was by myself for a while. And then my daughter came back after she lost her dad, and then my son was deported back to Jamaica, so then I have the 2 of them, and then to get 2 more. So, you know, that was a challenge in itself. But, you know, I am somebody like this. I'll do my best. Whatever is present to me or whatever I set out to do, if I'm not going to do it good, I'm just not going to do it. I will just tell you no, and I don't care whose feelings are going to hurt. So, the mere fact that I set out to do it, you know, well, for my nephew, it's not here because him is a whole another show or another vlog. But she's here. I think she was in what, FIFA? Yes. No man, FIFA you repeat.
Fourth and repeat.
Fourth, alright. Yeah, when her mommy leave, she was in fourth form. Then when we get her, she have her attitude and her things. Then when me not cope with, yeah, and she repeat. I guess she was going through her own thing. And now she's in first year at university. So with her subjects and all of that, and she's a child of God. She's also a Christian. About how much years now?
This year I'm gonna make 3.
Yeah, 3 years now she's a child of God. Well, to God be the glory, great things He has done.
Amen, amen.
So that is it so far. And I just want to tell somebody before you ask me any more questions. You know, for that young mother, or no, I'm not gonna just say Christian. I'm speaking generally, overall, because I got pregnant at 17. I was going to stats. Well, I was about to get into stats because I did my medical, and because I was already going to a private high school, and the teachers recommended me to go to a traditional high school where I could get a diploma. So I did entry test for stats, and I got in. I did my medical in August. But then my son's father was away and he came down in August. So that I would have done the medical earlier up, and then he came down and my I went to school pregnant. And I decided that I was gonna have my child. I didn't know at the time that he was a son. Yeah, so at the time I did not know that he was a boy, but I wanted my child. I think because at that time I was so overgrown. You know, when I went to stats, they put me in third form, 9th grade. And like I was living at Chelsea apartment at the time with my girlfriend. And I was so big because I was like living on my own, doing my own stuff. So going into third form, and the kids them in them little uniform, and my uniform big. And then taxi came and go to school, and the kids them and said, "She a big man." So when the pregnancy come, never bother get no trouble. Because it was suggested to me to do an abortion. But I was like, I never wanted to be there anyhow. Because that did a crap my style. Because me just big and then just little. That never did have to work out for me. So I quit school, and not something good. I'm not proud of it because I was a bright girl. And if I had finished school, trust me, I would have been in some top job. I wanted to be a chartered accountant. So I ended up with a chartered cousin. So, and that was where having kids started. But as I said before, I don't regret him. Give me a whole heap of trouble. And you know, as I said, the genes in him. So he's a good son. He's very manageable. He loves his mom, and he's very respectful. And you know, as mothers, we can't give up on them. Not only Christian, as mothers, you know, they are our kids. We bore them, so we just have to stand by them, pray them up, and not in anything negative but positive, because we want people to contribute to the country, to the world. Amen?
Amen. So, do you have any grandkids?
Tell me about it. Yes, I have 3 grandsons. One named Kashan, KJ, that will be cousin Junior, and King. And I said their names by their age. So King is a baby. 3 nice grandsons. And what I outside than is, I know some people, I'm not married yet, you know. I'm eager female. I'm not married yet. I mean, at my age, I'm no pop. But I mean, you never can tell me I got a father husband or I want to look a baby. No. So don't me have to go hope the Lord send somebody who really don't want no more picnic. I will just grow ours together. Our minds are adults. So we just combine families and just live for God. And maybe adopt a child that would need a home though. Yeah, I not take a grandpicnic and grow them if nobody come trace me. So we just adopt a child and grow the child and show the child love and grow him in the love of God and
Alright. So a message to give a short message to mothers out there, mothers to be young mothers or so.
Well, I think I was saying something about being a mother and I detour. But I want to tell somebody that having kids it can be challenging if you're not financially stable, and for some persons that are financially stable and you don't have the support of a parent or a grandparent or the father figure, that it can be challenging too. But to a young person having a child, wait till you finish school. If it coming up, I'm not tell you if I abort it, I'm a woman of God, but wait until you finish school and you have a job and you see alright. In the real world and in my time, in the ghetto, relationship sweet until you feel bad. Anytime you feel bad, the man start feel bad too. Feel bad meaning God. So it's not all men, not all females experience this. But most of the time it really happens this way where the man just start act up now. Because my feels say, my baby mother, she can't go nowhere, you see it? So look at ways them start come out and now you're just referred to as a baby mother. Sometimes there's no relationship, you might drop off of money or sometimes you have to play mother and father role. So for any young persons that desire to have a child, for Christians, let me talk about the Christians first. You will need to get married. And then afterwards, you need some time with your husband to enjoy married life, and then you can plan and have a child. For persons that are unmarried, I cannot support it because it is not biblical, but me have to be a realist. Me not just talk to Christians, me I talk to persons, the world, people are not old. So make sure that you're not bringing a child in this world to suffer. You understand that there is provision, education, health, food is a must, shelter is a must, grow up the child in a God, to fear God, to know God, and stuff like that.
Like how you mentioned that you had to play both roles for your kids, especially after your daughter's father died, which is Pisha. Just enlighten persons on how was it? How was it raising being both parents?
Well, I can tell you that God took that role. He took the place of her father. And I'm saying this, and I don't want to think that I'm being over spiritual, but I don't know. When I lost her dad, I wasn't a Christian at the time, and she was living with her father. She was there. She saw him when the whole incident happened, and I don't know, I think the transition started there. I had to take her back. There was a whole heap of, family thing, and he was still married, even though they were separated. So a whole heap of things, she ended up not getting nothing, and so that was like And he was somebody who, he was a great dad. He took care of her. So me now have a big shoes to fill because this girl don't take bus to go drive go school and drive come back and all of that. And me not have the money. Had a car, was running a restaurant, sell everything down to zero. So she coming into my life now and things rough. May I tell you the truth, enough night I cry, wonder where it gonna come from, but you know the Lord put a burning in my spirit for me to seek him and to build a relationship with him, and that was when I started to, you know, visit church and, you know, decided to take that step. And I can tell you guys, she has never lacked anything. She is in third year at university. And when he died, she was in 7th grade, going to 8th grade. She did hers, well, she, alright, put aside the whole trauma and stuff like that. She excelled. She had a bad year after. And the one after, in grade 8, she had a bad year. But from then, you know, I spoke to her and I said, what would your dad want for you? Wouldn't he want you to excel? And, you know, and she got 9 subjects in CXC, got distinction, she got 1, she got 2. Don't remember she get a 3. And then she did her CAPE and she passed friend Arshava, 19 subjects, 2 sets of CAPE, yeah.
Never 10 she
10 CAPE, 5 and 9 subjects. And now she's in her 3rd year at university. So me never know me could I do it. I did not, and I can tell you, I got help from my church family, and I know that is God. So I am telling somebody, even if you're not baptized, put him to the test. Ask him, say, God, I want you to provide for my kids. I want you to, I want you to, you know, be their dad. I want you to, you know, just to, I don't know, just ask him to direct you, to guide you, because she's 22, she's on the choir, and she get trouble, or fear trouble and lazy, and attitude, and stuff like that. But other than that, everybody can tell you, I have no problem with her other than that. So, you know, God has been good. My son, well, that is another case. Him father never did it from the get-go. From the get-go, he wasn't there. So after me get pregnant and I go school and drop out of school, and about, I think in the pregnancy it got bad. And he wasn't there. He went away, I think when he was about 1 year old, and I cannot hear say start one day. You know, get up people say them know who breed you and them do everything, and that was a history. So I had to do it all by myself. And when I met Risha's dad, he was there, you know, right through until my son went away. But I can tell you, we women, not Jamaican women alone, mothers, persons that really are mothers. We are strong women, and we grow our kids. You understand? We grow our kids. We don't sit back and say, boy, the father gone and me I go family court, and unless the man is in a good job and definitely spiteful, then you might care go family court. But when you're not seeing a father in your eyesight, sister, if you care go on a family court, then we are foreign and live a different life. You just have to do what you have to do. Basically, me grow my son by myself. He went away, and even when he was away, I was still providing. I would send him money through the Western Union. I would pack suitcase and send for him. So my work was never yet finished, because him go over there, and that's another topic another time. So until he's here now, and I am still trying to be the best mom I can to him.
So, like, what are some values that you like, giving motivation, right? So, what are some values that you will some values that you would, recommend persons instill in their children while growing them?
Well, first time people used to say man are scared go far away. And nowadays we act like it's a lie. It still does bring you a far away. So you want to tell the child to be respectful. You want to grow your child knowing that even if there's a beef between you and a family member or a neighbor or somebody, that child don't get up and have attitude and take over big people thing and yeah, you just know your space. Though you know, get involved now. Say if the child sees somebody and knock you out, them to stand up. But I mean, like, see, somebody I could start go in and can pass and cut them eye long. Me never yet used to like to see kids, see big people I eat and stand up. And you ever experience that you eat and the kids them come and stand up and look at the parents dead and act like them to see? Me will have be spiteful and don't give you because I don't like it. I never grow my kids like that. I never grow them to beg, not to touch people things. No, you know them big and them are wiping and them sitting and them friend and them are do things that different. But the Steffi, and it's not that different, but them are adult and they make them own decisions now. But for them to see something around the house or go somewhere where you are, go in a vehicle and see your phone or stuff like that, no. So I mean, grow them to love God and fear God, but I can't say too much of that because I don't want to be a hypocrite. Because remember, I wasn't always a Christian, and I got saved when I already had my daughter, and she was in her, she was like 12.
No, usually older than
13 when we get saved because her father did and we keep the surprise party when she had 13.
You baptized when time in a first one. When me in a first one.
My baptized 2012. That picture would have been how much?
2012, well, 14, 15.
14. Yeah. Yes, yeah. So and I like me go say, them time them not tell me only know say God real and him exists, but me never send no people go to Sunday school. I'm different from Wildman Street, so picking up in our coaster. I'm glad to get rid of them on Sunday. They're done, they look at Sunday work, you're just glad for the bus pick them up and drop them off. Be never know where them go and where them go both. And I grew up in going to Seventh-day Adventist Church in Guava Gap on Agri Park Road with my aunt, my grand-aunt, and their kids. But my love, me just need to go come and catch with them, and them I go to church, and I have to go with them. But I understand, but I do nothing, but no so from Friday, you don't do nothing till Saturday 6. So from Friday 6 to Saturday 6. So I wasn't converted. So until I met the Lord for myself, and I decided to give the Lord my life to the Lord in 2012. So before that, there was no go to church, read the Bible, pray before you go to bed. No, it wasn't like that. But after I become a child of God, then my son was still in me. Because I think I made that decision because of cousin to you know. Everything, when God wants you, you know, everything just start crumble. My son, I get trouble at foreign, my daughter, father died, me now work, nothing now gone, bills are pile up, sell my bluebird when my brother did left give me. So, me never have nowhere to go, bro. Me didn't have a relationship and it matched up. So, all me did have the Bible. Me take out the Bible, open it, and when I not understand nothing, wherever I read, it come like comfort to me. So the Lord was pruning me, was working on my heart so that I could, you know, eventually become a child of God. But to any single mothers out there, keep the faith, trust God. I mean, the Bible says, worry not about tomorrow, tomorrow worry about itself. You know, himself him provide for the grass and the fowls of the year, one more me and you. So sometimes when you're praying, you just have to use the word and say, God, but you say, you will never leave me nor forsake me. You say, God, David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. just speak to him, talk to him. And if you even a baptized, still speak to him, talk to him, because him listen, because his word say him come for sinners. He come. Other one they go. One say, oh God, come for sinners and not for the righteous. Something like so, but we're not taking at the right term. So he has a special love for his people, and even before we give our life to the Lord, he already knew that we belong to him. So just trust God. Just trust God and instill the word in your children, and don't be, this is very important, don't be afraid to correct them. Done them. Me done them. Me not as big as my kids them is. Me not play with them. Me not put up with the foolishness. Once me think it's wrong, it is wrong. Once me think it's wrong. Me gonna stand up for you, and I'm not gonna make nobody come batter you, but if you're wrong, you're wrong. You understand, you have to tell them, say no, this is not the right way, and whatever, you have to. Even if you did take that channel there yourself, you can't say, boy, I did do it and I saw you have to stay like me. No, I did it because I didn't know any better, but I want better for you. So we just have to trust God and make sure that everything works out, in His timing. So Jay, as a young person, as a child of God, at the age of 21, because I know that going to school, you have you meet young persons as young men at school who have interests, and you have friends who might have their little boyfriend. So as a child of God, and you know the procedure and what is expected of you, what is it like for you as a young person serving God?
Well, trust me, sometimes it's out there. You see, especially with social media, so social media will tempt you sometimes, and that's honestly speaking. Why you see some breeder man on social media, and being honest, it make you think some things yourself. Sometimes I say, get your man out the gutter, girl. Get your man out the gutter. But
what are you looking on social media?
Pisha, enough good looking man up on social media.
It sounds like you lost in my sister.
Well, yeah, but I'm just being honest, as we know enough people my age, especially in the church. I know me alone on the thing, so a lot of persons think so. I'm going to be open about it. And
I want you to be open. I don't want anybody that I'm sharing a conversation with to pretty it up. I want real things.
So yeah, it kind of hard because most of the time, let me tell you this. Going to school, I go to UA and you have Christians there, but then you have majority of them are not Christians, or they're different types of Christian, like different denominations. They don't come from my denomination. Sometimes it's very hard, and most of the ones that I would have liked, them probably are not Christian. And so, but God say you can convert them, so we don't lose hope for them.
Yes.
And the ones who are, we not bash them and so, but everybody have them cup of tea. Everyone has their cup of tea, and they're not my cup of tea.
Oh.
They're not honestly.
So like they're garlic tea.
Yeah, they're not my cup of tea at all. No bashing them or anything, but everyone likes what they like. And so it's kind of hard because even so, you would have, I would have guys that like me, but then sometimes I say, but they come with me, they find, more I just can't bother with them,
So that means that, you're nowhere near, because you're not finished college, and then when you finish college, well, you're not, because I'm not going to say you have to wait till you're done college to find a boyfriend because you're 21, right? But, because we were talking about motherhood. So you have a little distance to go, right?
Yeah, I have a distance, man. We can't, first and foremost, right? My mother is a single. My mother and me grew up around of single parents. The nuclear family it's not strange to me, but it's not something I was growing in and stuff. And that is what I aim to raise my children. That is what I aim to achieve family wise, like married and have my husband, raise my kids in a nuclear family. But why sometimes it just, then you look at it and you say, well, I never raised in that type of family. And you look at it, sometimes it's very challenging, It's
yeah, but but you see, one thing you have to hold you to that are the fact that you're a child of God. So you wouldn't want to step out of the will of God just to say alright, my mother and my auntie was single parents, so I'm not like at the end of the world. But you have to always strive to do better and set standards that you don't go below.
That is true. Baby mother like to look cute at all. Look cute. No bashing. No, but for me, I don't want to be a baby mother. I want to be a wife.
But sometimes, why the way all the world said, sometimes I don't spot if you don't mind shot, walk out by your pregnant son.
That is true.
It is why.
I think people need to kind of normalize communication. A lot, especially, I'm going to speak for like Jamaican people and the marriages that I see around me. I don't think they properly communicate what they want out of the relationship. Like they don't sit down and plan their goals and their aspirations for their marriages. So when something hits, like the one partner or even the two of them and say, yo, we can't bother with this, and them just call it a bust or a loss and just go about their business. But I think people need to normalize communication in relationships, communication overall. I realize that a lot of Jamaican kids, I have friends, me meet people and they struggle with communication. It's not that they can't talk or anything, but they don't. It's like the communication aspect of it, relating your feelings to other people. I guess because it's how some people stay, they will bash you.
No, I think some of it is how persons were grown.
Yes.
Because maybe they have a family where because everything starts from the home,
That is true.
So you can come to me, Suppose me I want auntie when you come to me and say, Auntie David, I want to talk to you. Me don't want to hear nothing. Yeah. Me don't want to hear nothing. They are broke and hungry. Every meet you come and chat, me don't want to hear nothing. So then now you go in your shell, and then now you get timid. So you grow up away where you never exposed. You never know how to communicate because everybody shut you down and bash you down. So now when you get older, have your own relationship, you don't know how to communicate. So it all work out to how you grow. And so basically I think it's a difference in where you live or you grow, because you have a home now, and next home where a child will come in and the mother will say, how was your day? And she just say, Mommy, I did this at school. So you allow that child to express themselves. So are two different kids that one will become confident and one will become timid. Self-esteem will be low. So you meet a man now where love to communicate and you don't know how to open up. Because, and then again, I say, why? We have so much topics so we can touch. But we're going to stick to mother today. I don't want to go haywire all over the place. But I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. And if you're a single mom, don't be sad. It's okay. You got the best baby father, girl. His name is Jesus. And so we want to wrap up tonight. And as I said before, it's your girl Lady D, and you were chilling with us, me and my niece Jade. We were sitting in the sofa in my chilling corner, and I'm just gonna ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Please.
Don't forget to share, guys.
And share with your friends. Tell them about Lady D. Tell them to subscribe. I need the persons to subscribe. I need the subscribe to go up, up, up. So we're gonna tell you bye for now. Remember, bad ups What up? Satan just get bad up. Go again. What up? Satan just get bad up. Peace off. Love you guys. Big up yourself.
He shot the cameraman.